Oh, we're still continuing. Okay, okay. Very good. Sir, very warm welcome to you all. Myself, Dr. P.K. Rana. Okay. Basically, I am not to say something. As well, I'm comfort with the subject like in criminal law specialized. So in that space, the organization helps me a lot and gives me opportunity to start the initiation of teaching preferred subject in penal code, Indian penal code. No doubt, it's a very, so to say, but have some idea, I can clarify your doubts as far as possible. I am not Ganesh. I am not Almighty. Almighty is there above me. So I have my invitation. You maybe have some areas. I owe some responsibility that respect your mastery over that subject. Before to start with the penal code, the best of a definition, because penal code is the basic fundamental criminal law. I am giving person penal code, that is Indian penal code, no doubt 1860, that which Lord Macaulay was enacted. It's a novel piece. That means centuries old. So in that aspect, it's very, so to say, novel. The best ever definition, so far as criminal law is concerned, American, I say, in my honest opinion, Professor E.H. Sutherland. Professor E.H. Sutherland. Yes. Professor Sutherland. Sutherland. Edwin Harding Sutherland. D-W-A-N. Edwin Harding Sutherland. So, Edwin Harding Sutherland, in his book, Principles of Criminology, that book is Principles of Criminology. That is Principles of Criminology defines criminal, the best ever techniques. Criminal law is a body of specific rules. You want to write down, write down. Criminal law is a body of specific principles or specific rules. Criminal law is a body of specific rules regarding human conduct. Regarding human conduct. Regarding human conduct, which promulgated by political authority, which promulgated by political authority. It is a body of specific rules regarding human conduct promulgated by political authority. I will explain specificity. Body of specific rules regarding human conduct, which is promulgated by political authority, apply uniformly. Don't ask me. Applied uniformly. Okay? Applied uniformly to all members and classes which are enforced by, last one, punishment. Okay? These are the four pillars. You can say it is a four pillars of what? Hierarchy. Criminal law. Hello? First one is body of specific rules. Specific rules in that sense, I have to tell you, there are other rules regarding specificity means other rules is there. What is that? You are not asking to me what is specificity means. Other rules means yes, it is criminal regarding human conduct, where civil rules speaks about title, rights, interest. Okay? So that's why it is different. It is a body of specific rules means it differs from civil rules and civil procedure. In that sense, it is our criminal procedure. Object of the criminal law is to, what is that? Yes. The object of the civil law is to Reparation. Reparation means I can assert over that property. The pen belongs to you. Yes, I know. How you can say that it is yours? Because you have that right, title, possession and ownership. You know that possession is the 9/10 of ownership. For example, you have given a rent to a person concerned. House put a ghor phora ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି. Has it got any title over that possession? Only possession any type. So possession bahar lokta kon dekhuchi. The outsider, what will it say? It is the person who is resides there. He is the actual owner. He is the actual owner. So possession is the 9/10 of ownership. Ownership जदि गोटे भाग रहीगला ओनरशिप कौन जोटा कि आपणकर संपत्ति बोली कहउचंती जो कागज खंडिक किनिक आनी से कलम ताकू देखौचंती दैट इज ओनरशिप दैट इज टाइटल जेहेतु आपन को सब जिंस को कराए तो रखिचंती तेणुक आप ओनर जिते भोड़ा देदेले टू लेंड इट आउट सम अदर पर्सन besides you and others, the person who has rent, ताकू छाड़ी की अन्य माने कौन भाभी? They will think that he is the actual owner. So possession is the 9/10 of ownership. अब rest रहिला 1% that is. So my point is, in case of civil rules, it can give you the title. Even if money can substitute almost everything. घर छाड़ू ना कौन करी केस करी सी आगे केस रे जहाँ लगे लास्ट को फाइनली डू सेटल जे मते एति टका दे दे घर है ना exactly almost all civil cases ended in money compensation. But there are certain that party pakhare madhya opportunity achi the restoration as it is jaha neichulu tu mate taku fera tu ghar bhang ki rakh mo kichu karta mo sampati chha mate jaha chha option is there. Specific restitution after contractor would have okay. Regarding the body of specific rules, okay, it is a body of specific rules. It differs from civil rules. So another thing is the second opponent regarding criminal law promulgated by political authority. That means there are other authority who can make rules. Political authority. It may be queen, it may be parliament, it may be any other things. It does not bother. The thing is that there are other persons who can also make law or rules to that extent. Then who are those? You know that your family, where your father, mother, brother, sister, your almost all the family members are reciting, they are formulating a conventional practice. They are asking not to make get together. Dining table. Is it binding? Is it binding to almost all the members? But So is it not a law? Have you read jurisprudence? पढ़िना हाँ jurisprudence रे गोटे पढ़ा हबो that is analytical school. Law is the command of the sovereign. Austin, Sir John Austin, who is the father of the English jurisprudence, he says law is the command of the sovereign. And according to him, law divided into two primary heads, properly so-called, improperly so-called. So properly so-called law are made by the political authority. He may be the king, she may be the queen, or any parliament, whatever it may be in the form. It does not matter. But improperly so-called law or law made by a fashion club, club, Bhubaneswar club, Kotak club, those who are members, that is improperly so-called law. That is improperly. Likewise, club made by club, your church, family, even corporation, trade union, these are not properly so-called law. They are improperly so-called law, and you can say this political authority means only the state, only the king or queen or parliament can make the law. Do the judges make laws? They can only interpret the law. They can only interpret the law. In that sense, political authority, then the other concept, improperly so-called law, are positive morality, otherwise known as positive morality. So I want to say next segment is uniformity. Regarding uniformity, what do you mean by uniformity? That is, you know that, have you read Constitution? महात्मा गांधी को हाथरे कौन थिला सब बड़े क्या हाथ पेरी बोई कोने थिला कौन सेटा गीता आपण माने उकिलाती पाठ पढुचंती आपनको पाखरे सबु बेले कोर्ट पॉकेट एडिशन जोटा की कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एंड 3 in 1 IPC, CRPC, evidence. See, okay, court pocket edition, pocket रखी तेणुकरी मो कहवा कथा यूनिफॉर्मिटी जेतबे आमे आसुतु कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन प्रोविजन यू नो दैट राइट टू इक्वालिटी that is equal to be for law and equal opportunity of law. And one of the cardinal principles of criminal law is uniformity in approach. With the assent of the British foreign rule or with the administered by the foreign Britishers in India, we adhere such type of uniformity. ଆମର ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରୋଭର୍ବ ଅଛି କଣ ସେଟା ପଣ୍ଡିତଙ୍କ ପୁଅ ବୁଝା ପଣ୍ଡିତ ହଉଛନ୍ତି ସାଧାରଣତଃ ବ୍ରାହ୍ମଣ ଜାତୀୟ ଲୋକ ନା ନାଇଁ ସମାଜର କୋଉ ଶ୍ରେଣୀର ଲୋକ ସେ ଉଚ୍ଚ ସ୍ତରୀୟ ଲୋକ तांको पुओ पाई 7 फुट माफ एटा हमर अनसीट कालरु टिल द एडवेंट ऑफ दी Britishers, it has been practiced. অর্থাৎ যদি মৃত্যুদণ্ড পাইবার কে যদি পায় তাহলে ব্রাহ্মণ বদ্ধ যোগ্য নূহ। বুঝিপারে? ব্রাহ্মণ বদ্ধ যোগ্য নূহ, তাহলে যোগ্য কে? সেই অনুসারে যদি বর্ণ সিস্টেম, the last is ridiculous. Your Varna hierarchy, Shudra, is always to get death penalty. Whenever I will teach you the death penalty, I can give you the maximum opportunity how it can be disproportionately applied. Disproportionately applied. So, in that sense, Hindu criminal jurisprudence never adheres to uniformity in approach, because there is one system. But whenever with the advent of the Britishers and application of the penal code for the first time, they developed the idea of uniformity in application. That means it is applied to throughout the geographical territories of India. Okay? Irrespective of caste, creed, sex, place of birth, religion. Okay? These are the so-called say potential, that means discrimination can be occurred. So, caste, sex, place of birth, religion. So, these are there. So, likewise, because for violation of a criminal law, it entails punishment. It entails punishment means whatever the punishment is written in the book, you cannot enhance. In IPC penal code, it has given maximum punishment. It is maximum. Minimum, maximum, I know that it is death penalty. Minimum? Minimum hochi 10 rupees fine or 1 day imprisonment. Okay? So, entails punishment means in a given case, Lakshma Devi, Lakshma Devi, Lakshma Devi, Madala mein fat bahari hai. I think it is Rajasthan ki Delhi. Dekho, Lakshma Devi asiyala na? Regarding dowry taxes. Sila tar versus kon likha hai Lakshma Devi. Yes. That is, in that case, what happened? Judges, they are all human beings delivering the judgment. While addressing the situation, he became so biased. মনীষ না আপনি কেতে শুনিবে অর্থাৎ as if the judges into his own, taking into own and deliver the judgment hand to till death in a public place. In Lakshma Devi, judges deliver the judgment, unique judgment, that is hanged, that is publicly hanged. Can it be possible? There must be a procedure to be maintained. That is 14, 19, and 21. That procedure should be maintained. So in Latwa, for the first time, a High Court judge say what we publicly have. So I mean to say, entails punishment. In case of encroachment, in case of violation, okay. So regarding these are the, so to say, you can say it is your criminal law. That is elements of criminal law. And in that sense, I will say something that is, what is crime? Very interesting. Very interesting. See, lack of precise definition. What is crime? Dimitri, what is law? It is not a question of law. It is about, if you ask a common man, rickshaw puller, बाबा लौटा कौन से कौन कहो मानिबा कथा कौन कहो टू ओबे अच्छा ठीक है पुलिस वाला भी पचाएगा व्हाट इज लॉ पुलिस वाला कौन कहो मानिबा टा बोलो माने टू मेक अरेस्ट इज लॉ ओपन पचाएगा कौन कोर्ट में जाके क्या चलो बुझिपारे कोर्ट में जा विचार होची चांगला हाकिम को पचारे कोण what about the court verdict that is law is it the definition of law so that's why I'm telling you it is a question about law. Although these are the elements, there is no doubt covering the areas of law. It is not a sole definition. So likewise, law is a very changing concept. Law is also very changing concept. You think of it. In 1816, whatever the law has been enacted, it changes according to the societal needs. If it is that, what is crime is also a changing concept. Because Lord Macaulay, some Lord Macaulay never imagined, never thought of the idea of cybercrime. Because it is no doubt a really masterpiece. Why have Indian Penal Code is a comprehensive code of criminal law. If you compare the British criminal law, British common law is scattered. It is not a comprehensive one. So in that sense, I mean to say, it is one of the notorious products of criminology that lack of precise definition. But it's crime. Most of the controversy arises have the roots in the definition itself. Different definitions arise, different conception of criminality. Understand 1961. Why the year is important? Dowry Prohibition Act. I mean to say after 61, because we are elite citizens, responsible citizens, law-abiding citizens, civil society members, we do not dare to violate the law made by the parliament. Okay? Because we are conscious. Okay? If you ask me to till date, आपको जेतेबेले रिसर्च करबी रिसर्च रो तार जो पैरामीटर अछि आस्किंग इंडिविजुअली आपन कन्फेस करबे बाहा होची किछिटा किछि देबे ससुर घर देबे यस और नो झियो कहबा बापा बाहा करत माने किछि देबे ना ना ताहले लॉ कहूची देना कि नेना नहीं object is not to take dowry or demand dowry or give dowry. आमर object कौन होची opinion होची आमे नबु दबु तो दबु आमे नबु ना ताहले आपनकर गोटे होची लीगल लॉ आ गोटे होची सोशल लॉ माने सोशल नॉर्म का लीगल नॉर्म का डाउरी प्रोहिबिशन रे आगे चली सोशल नॉर्म का ताकू पछरे कोट करूची almost all the social legislation that which we have enacted from 1947 to till date legal norm is ahead. That's why child labor आपण देखुना थी देखुचती ना नहीं रास्ता घाट रे चाइल्ड लेबर देखुचती डाउरी प्रोहिबिशन ने डाउरी टर्चर हो नहीं रेप लॉ रे रेप हो नहीं लेबर लॉ वायोलेशन हो नहीं माइनिंग वायोलेशन हो नहीं that means almost all the social legislation law relating to women जहाँ सब होती सोड़ा सब वायोलेशन होती ना काहे होती ना लीगल नॉर्म टा आगरे अछि सोशल नॉर्म टा ताकू जाईकी फॉलो करूची तेणु करी दैट्स व्हाई इट इज द ओनली रीजन लीगल नॉर्म को छुईबा पाई सोशल नॉर्म पछते दैट्स व्हाई इट इज द ओनली रीजन almost all the social legislation it has been unsuccessful किंतु गोटी legislation अपन ता भीतर जति आईन तैयारी हेची ता भीतरे हिंदू मैरिज एक्ट कौन सेटा हिंदू मैरिज रो सबटु कार्डिनल प्रिंसिपल होची दी जन जाक हिंदू हेइथिबे ना नहीं ए द्वितीय कथा से कहूची देयर टू बी मोनोगेमस को अर्थ को व्हाट टू बी मोनोगेमस अर्थात एक गोटिए लेखा बाहा है अर्थात बाहा हेबे गोटे स्वामी गोटे स्त्री ना नहीं मोनोगेमस दे डोंट हैव पॉलीगेमस ताहल मते कोंतु 55 मसिया पूर्व को आमे जते जेबा हिंदू तक ताहले दे आर फॉलोड पॉलीगेमी हां समस्तनकर दीदीटा माइक ना थिला हां सोशल नॉर्म का फॉलो कला लीगल नॉर्म का मो कहबा कथा ताले मते प्रश्न ठीक हलानी प्रश्न ठीक कहूची ताले 1955 मसिया पूर्व आम टिल डेट ତାହେଲେ ଯେତେକ ହିନ୍ଦୁ ଥିଲେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କର ଦିଦିଟା ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ଥିଲା କୁହନ୍ତୁ। ତାହେଲେ ଯଦି ଦିଦିଟା ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ନଥିଲା କଣ ପାଇଁ ନଥିଲା କାରଣ କଣ?
सोशली एते एक्सेप्टेबल नथिला
Yes, yes. Yes,
एते
yes.
सोशली
I admit, I
एक्सेप्टेबल
admit.
नथिला दीटा वाइफ
Yes,
हबार
I will go to. That means customs kind sajaଯାଏ। परंतु ଆପଣ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କଥା ହିନ୍ଦୁରେ ଅଛି। Thank you, ma'am. Your good name? Your good name?
सर आकांक्षा भट्टाचार्य जी।
Oh, very, very good. Are you listening? I am obliged. I am obliged. Okay. The thing is that I ought to mention the social custom preceding as a stands as a barrier. But the thing is that putrarthe kriyate আর কহিব না ভার্যা অর্থাৎ ଭାର୍ଯ୍ୟା ଜଣକୁ ବାହା ହଉଛ ପୁଅ ଜନ୍ମ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଅର୍ଥାତ୍ ହିନ୍ଦୁ ଜନ୍ମରେ ଅଛି ପୁତ୍ ନାମକ ନର୍କରୁ ଉଦ୍ଧାର କରିବା ପାଇଁ ପୁଅ। ଯଦି if is a that lady gives birth as many as girl child option there ବାହା ହେଇପାରିବ with the permission of teeth and kin relatives includes first wife एक डिफॉर्मिटी कार अरे स्त्री डिफॉर्मिटी अच्छी डिजीज प्रोलोंग डिजीज सफरिंग प्रोलोंग डिजीज कोई रो से जगह रे तब दिया होता चांस वाह वाह suffering disease then these are the social barrier. These are the social barrier against which Hindu are practicing monogamy by virtue of origin itself. But Hindu marriage act 1955 says specifically to be monogamous. অর্থাৎ এটি সোশিয়াল নর্মটা আগরে ଅଛି লিগ্যাল নর্মটা পছরে তাকে বলা the only piece of socialization where institutionalized occurs equally very easily. But almost all the socialization are reverse is true. Reverse is true. So I mean to say, I am in the year 1961, although the parliament has enacted not to take dowry, not to give dowry, not to demand dowry, but our social norm says we want to, we have. So therefore, after enactment, our behavioral pattern does not change, but the definition of itself changes. So I mean to say that is regarding when about defining crime, it is particularly not the person those who are engaging themselves. Those who are engaging themselves in teaching law, practicing law, legal researcher, orthat, they don't have the exclusive domain to say what is crime. The law wala khali the crime upare khali kahi de. No, it is fallacy to think like this. We can have other approaches regarding definition of crime. First of all, there are, I mean to say, what is crime? It is very easy. and very simple to say it's a violation of law. Crime is a violation of law. You know that? I was told who made the law? Political superiority. Yes, that is must come from either the mouthpiece of king or parliament. Who says? Who said? Now the command of the sovereign. Is it applicable in India? Then how can say? How can Austin become the father of the English jurisprudence? Law, what is law? Law is the command of the sovereign. You can ask any political science professor. Yo, Austin says law is the command of the sovereign. No, at all. Then who is the sovereign in India? Modi, na Madam Amaro President, CA, na Chief Justice. So, in that sense, very evil concept. In 16th century or 15th century, it has been made. Sir John Austin, in keeping the view, King, British Parliament can make the woman into man and man to woman. Parliament is so. Think of it. So, King is the fountainhead of the justice. Who says, I am the state? Louis XIV. French Emperor Louis XIV. Louis XIV is saying, I am the state. So, in that sense, crime is a violation of law. A simple approach. Law should be made from either the mouthpiece of the king or parliament, whatever it may be, to be communicated to the population of that jurisdiction. I mean to say, your population, entire, it is applicable to, even if the foreigner, it is applicable to the foreigner. That means, if a foreigner being injured, his fundamental rights or fundamental right is taken away by somebody else. It's the paramount duty of the state to enforce it. Not Article 21. No person shall be deprived of life and personal liberty except procedure established by law. Okay. So, in that sense, I mean to say that crime is that sort of behavior must be capable of being punished. That means crime is that sort of behavior that can be punished by the state, not just a prohibited behavior. I mean to say, definition of crime is a changing concept, very good, but to that extent, there is no easy and precise definition of crime. I have told you. In 1860 and 2023 and 24, you can say, cybercrime was never heard of in those days. So it is a changing concept. Society changes according to the needs of the society. Progressive society, societal changes occurs frequently. That is dynamic society. Less developed society, changes occurs, delay process. So you cannot never think of society never changes from cave to computer. Came to computer. Okay? So in that sense, Sir John Salmon, jurist of analytical positivity. He defines criminal law is a wrong. Criminal law is a wrong regarded as a subject matter of criminal proceedings. So no doubt it is wrong. Crime is a violation of wrong. Yes, it's a public wrong. Why it called public?
Against the society.
Yes, very good. Public wrong. Two, it's a private wrong. What is a private wrong? Because it dealt with the two individuals. Okay? So, criminal law is a violation of wrong, subject matter of criminal proceedings. Very good. This definition carries some criticism. How? It is a very procedural definition, no doubt. Criminal proceedings, very procedural definition, leaves to be explained. You know that crime is a variable term. Even you know that 497 of IPC. What do you speak about 497? Adultery. That is, what do you mean by adultery? जानी क्यों ना ना सिर्फ संख्या को क्यों ना समझा मुझे adultery. It is offenses against matrimony. है ना? एक victim की. अच्छा अरे किए victim का किए
Either
अजय tell me
spouse. Either spouse.
अरे अरे मैरिड पर्सन का हस्बैंड का victim बुझी पाते स्वामी स्त्री स्वामीर विदाउट कंसेंट स्त्री जदि अन्य कौन से अनैतिक काम कला का सहित से जगह आम कहते एडल्टरी ना से स्त्री लोकटा exempted from criminal liability. Hello? It is exempted from criminal liability. So challenge for her. Issue of Abdul Aziz versus State of Bombay. Issue of Abdul Aziz versus State of Bombay. काहे की जे women का exempted हबो criminal liability. Okay? Article 15, Clause 3. State vulnerable belong to vulnerable system, so the state cannot award punishment to the women power. whatever it may be. But whenever the offenses against adultery, adultery is no more an offense, no more a crime. In England, it is civil wrong, but it's private wrong. India is a law Kordala, Kuta, Supreme Court Koitito, Parliament Kolani, a Parliament law to Parliament Court, Supreme Court Koidala, it is applicable to the party concerned. Has it to be deleted? अरे किथे शुणु आज्ञा मु कहवा कथा मु तो मूर्ख लोकटे आईन का तैयारी कर चुके पार्लियामेंट सुप्रीम कोर्ट ताको इंटरप्रिटेशन कला जदि कहला एटा अवैध बोली कि भूल हो जाती ताले पार्लियामेंट डिलीटेड करिया पर्यंत हम अपेक्षा करबा ना पार्लियामेंट डिलीट न करके हम कहबा ना या सुप्रीम कोर्ट कहिछि आ ताले एप्लीकेबल को ना एप्लीकेबल जो माने प्रथम केस कले जो दी पट प्लेंटिफ डिपेंडेंट appellant respondent सेमानक पई एप्लीकेबल बाइंडिंग नेचर जो रेशियो है ना सिमिलर अलाइड केसेस परसुएसिव वैल्यू कौन से दैट इज अबिटेड डिक्टम सुप्रीम कोर्ट निजे जो आईन करितला 51 मसिया रे एबे पुआ आसी कोची ना एटा हबनी एटा पुराना हे गेला नुवाटा ना ना बापा जोटा करथिले वो कोची ना ना हबनी changing needs of the time. So the definition made by the Salman from place to place varies from place to place तो जानी चलती रोड़ा मास्टर तो महाबदमाश जिते आप दक्षिण को जीवा सेते आप देखिए झीटार मामू ही प्रथम बाहा प्रथम पचार मामू बाहा कि ना आमे जिते आप ब्रह्मपुर तो तलुक जीवा मामू को पचरा भाणी की बाहा को ना प्रथम सुन आज्ञा these are the conventional practice किंतु आमर एपटे हैं मामू गोटे कौन बाहर भीतर ऑब्जेक्ट होती जे संपत्ति आमर बाहर को जीव नाही वो कहते सो लॉट ऑफ द चेंजिंग कांसेप्ट varies from place to place time to time likewise adultery so variable from society to society even based upon the tradition based upon the government repressive government is there autocratic government is there military government is there so Salmon's definition although is a procedural definition question bele bele asse hala then Blackstone another definition commentaries in the law of England the Bohina jurists like Blackstone the definition commentaries in the law of England crime is an act crime is an act committed or omitted in violation of public law. In violation of public law, forbidding or commanding it. Hello. Okay. Blackstone, jurists like Blackstone, who defines crime, it's a commission and omission. No. Commission means what? Okay, ठोक चटकंडे देली, I have committed and wrong. ओमिशन टा मत बुझा एग्जांपल दे exactly duty is affixed upon you. Who duty duty कौन स्वामी रो duty कौन
To maintain the wife.
आजा
So to maintain the wife, that is one of the duties of husband.
कौन हला मां की मत कहलु ऑडिबल होगनी
Sir, mu कहतली to maintain the wife and children, that is one of the duties of the husband.
Exactly, you say point you are right. As a husband's paramount duty is to protect the person in that sense, to provide roti. क्या बात रे रोटी कोई ऐसे कोई भी ना संग मो अपेक्षा करी रोटी कोई के अन्य भाजी भी तापर कहू उपना और मकान that is 125 CRPC कौन से अर्थ कौन बाबा
wife for maintenance pay करवा like the children's education
ऑब्जेक्ट कौन मत पूछा 125 मेंटेनेंस का ऑब्जेक्ट पूछा और एक इसका पढ़ा से आटा ऊपर लिखा है 125 सीआरपीसी रे कहिला पूरे टर्म अछि वैग्रेंसी कौन सका
Sir, vagrancy means a state of life where the person cannot afford basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, medical expenses.
So in that sense, vagrancy, I am not fully audible to that extent. But the thing is that ओडिया रे को जे वैग्रेंसी अर्थ होची 17 कोन करे तमरो जो मागणा भोजी दिया जाए तुम जानतो ना गां गंडा रे मौछ को मागणा भोजी दिया जाए हला स्त्री लोकटा को जदी मु छाड़ी दिए मो स्त्री की मु छाड़ी देली ताल से कोठी पळेबो बाजारू हेई जीवो होना नहीं से बाजारू हेले कोन करिवो खाइबो पीबो कोठी आपनकर वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट जो माने कहउचंती मनु नेवर गिव्स इंडिपेंडेंस टू द वुमेन ना नहीं कुमारे बाप बाहा पर्यंत बाप संपत्ति ना नहीं बाहाले स्वामी रो वृद्धारे हैला ताहाले एक कथा कुआ जायछि कि जो 125 सेक्टिस कोला जदी ताकू जोले स्वामी परित्यक्ता हेई गला डेजर्टेड वाइफ ताल से बाहर को पळै जीवो रास्ता रे बुलिबो छतर रे पसी जीवो leading a life of vagrant, that is vagrancy, vagrant, Sottorokhiya. Sottorokhiya କହନ୍ତିନି ସତର୍ଖିଆଟା କି ଅର୍ଥାତ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ୱେଭାର ହେଇକି ଗୋଟେ ନିର୍ଦ୍ଦିଷ୍ଟ ଜୀବନ ଶୈଳୀ ଭିତରୁ ବିଚ୍ୟୁତ ହେଇବ ନା if it is that for that subsistence allowance is there ଏ ଯୋଉ କାହିଁକି କଥା ମୁଁ କହୁଛି commission and omission. Blackstone's definition says crime is an act committed or omitted in violation of a public law. Public law কথা କହିବି public law forbidding or commanding it. Follow me. Om Prakash versus State of Punjab. Versus State of Punjab. At 62, sorry, 61, Supreme Court, 1782. It's the paramount duty of the husband or male member to provide roti, kapda, or maka. If it fails to do so, violation, degenerate crime. Another example, nurse को दिया है कि राते 3टा बड़े गोटे इंजेक्शन दबा पाए ड्यूटी ऑफिस नहीं देला नहीं को तो फर लगी तो କୋଉ ଲୋକ ସେ ପେସେଣ୍ଟ ମରିଗଲା କୋଉ ଦଫା ମର୍ଡର ଯେତେବେଳେ କୋଉ ଚଣ୍ଡାଳ ତତେ ବାରମ୍ବାର କହୁଛି ଓକିଲାତି କରିବା ଅର୍ଥ ପାଟିଟାକୁ ସିଲେଇକୁ ରଖିବୁ ତାର ଅର୍ଥ ହଉଛି ଟେକା ଫୋପାଡ଼ିବା କଥା କହିବା ସମାନ ଟେକା ଯେମିତି ଫେରିବ ନାହିଁ କଥାଟା ଫେରିବ ମର୍ଡରଟା ହଉଛି intention थिला मोर मु मारी देली तो पेट्रोल एटी जाकी बुक देली तो मरी गलु दैट इज मर्डर हैला आउ जेतक सेठु कमी गला ए नुआ पल्ले ता बड़ भाई साना भाई के गोटे चटका देला मरी गला पेपर वाला लिखले मर्डर पेपर वाला कर बुद्धि केते दैट इज कल्पेबल होमिसाइड चौक पे पकाई देलु मरी गला दैट इज कल्पेबल होमिसाइड सो ए जगह रे इट अमाउंट्स टू कहीं की अगर कहतली दैट इज duty is also amounts to a crime. Okay. क्लास टाइम में क्लास हो रहा है आका क्या हेलो आप कॉलेज से बोलूँ
Yes, sir.
अच्छा को कॉलेज में पढ़ुतो
सर मु पढुथिली सर NLU विशाखापट्टनम रे
Oh my goodness, thank you. I am most obliged. Okay. The thing is that, so that is in violation of public law. Public law रो जते बड़े definition आसिला मते कहंतु public law is acting with constitutional law. Austin says it is identical with constitutional law. Article 21 says no person shall be deprived of life and personal liberty except procedure established by. Very good. Kenny, Professor Kenny says outline of criminal law equivalent to positive law on municipal law. Municipal law क्या होता है? Applicable within the state. Positive law, law in force. Law is in force. Positive law, that is positive law. Okay. So, regarding this definition of crime would be too wide to cover all the wrongs. In fact, every legal wrong is not a crime. If you consider the constitutional violation of the constitution, is it amount tentative amounts of crime? No, not at all. So it carries the criticism. That is Blackstone's definition. That I mean to say that whenever fundamental right is jeopardized, encroached, violated by the state agency, no doubt state is in the form of compensation. No, case. No. What? When the state agency is not protecting the fundamental rights of a citizen, even foreigner, then on the failure on the part of the state agency to protect the fundamental rights of the citizen, public foreigner, then state is awarding compensation to the victim. And in criminal law is silent towards victim. I'm so accused oriented kotha koiba. Accused protection kotha koiba. Even constitutional. But in a given case, Rudolf Saha versus state of Bihar. Rudolf Saha versus state of Bihar. For the first time, Rudolf Saha is a prisoner and suffering a tenure of 7 years imprisonment in a jail. But after serving 7 years, it's the paramount duty on the part of the state agency to kick him out. देखा गला से वो इजे आउरी 7 वर्ष रहिला. It was been detected by some journalists. So journalists on behalf of the prisoner filed writ petition under Article 32. The Supreme Court. Supreme Court for the first time initiated due to the failure on the part of the state agency to pay compensation to the victim. That is, 7 वर्षों से जो अधिकार रहिला compensation 35,000 दिया गया. पर compensation jurisprudence develop करा. My point is, whenever the state fails to perform his duty, but can it be individual member, private member, fails to perform his duty, come under the purview of the crime? It is very constitutionally, public law is identical with constitution. Violation of the constitution cannot be considered as a whole to be a crime. In different cases, whenever the various case law, various in those who have the persons, some of the corporation in environmental wrong, some of the corporation they have raised. You are filing a writ petition under the disguise of the constitution. Yes. How can our compensation under the form of a constitution? If you want to realize the money from a certain agency, so you have to file a civil case. It has to know you lena dena nahi constitution se to koi lena dena nahi. Civil case ke kole money suit ke kole thare tu ta money paibu. अब तू constitution case ke kori ke read pe jai ki tu kaibu te mat money compensation debi. Is it possible? Supreme Court no, it cannot raise such type of that is mysterious ideas. This is very term is mysterious. You cannot try. Constitution can override any sort of law. Constitution, the fundamental basic law of the land. So it can, public law is identical. So another definition, Stephen, American jurist Stephen, while editing the definition given by the Blackstone, that is Blackstone's definition, crime is a violation of right considered in reference to, that is, evil tendency of such violation. Crime is a violation of rights. Stephen's definition, crime is a violation of right considered reference to evil tendency of such violation as regards the community at large. So this definition, Stephen's definition, particularly this definition, Stephen, we can frame the definition of Blackstone in its own way, that this definition, violation of right, earlier it was violation of the public law, where Stephen's emphasis given on violation of right. So this definition does not free from error. It's a narrow down the scope of the criminal law. Even criminal law fashions criminal liability even on those who omit to perform required duty. You are giving information, 3940, CRPC re gote provision who can make arrest? No. How arrest can be done? 41 ru aramba, 41 ru aramba. So while going to CRPC, I found village headman of Satya. Sarpanch? Panch Mukhya Sarpanch? Village headman. He has to give information. Tado क्षेत्र भितर जहाँ सब घटुची से पुलिस को बा मजिस्ट्रेट कोर्ट को इनफॉरमेशन दबा जदि न करूची not performing his duty, that is violation. So my point is, omission on the part of the performing duty, which is required by law, without omission for providing food, clothing, shelter, medical aid to a child by father, even to wife by the husband. As I've told you earlier, Om Prakash versus State of Punjab. So it is not confined to the violation of rights. It's a narrow conflict. Narrow. It does not speak about the omission not to perform his duty. So even there are other acts which do not violate the one's right are nevertheless crime. That is, tampering a banknote or currency. Tampering a banknote. ଆପଣ ଏ ଯୋଉ ଥଟ୍ ପ୍ରିପାରେସନ ଆଟେମ୍ପ୍ଟ କମିଟ୍ କହିବି କେତେ ଚାରିଟା ଷ୍ଟେଜେସ୍ ଅଫ କ୍ରାଇମ୍ ଅଛି। ମେନ୍ସରେ ତ ପଢିବା ଡିଟେଲ ପଢିବା। ସୋ preparation to some extent punishable, to some extent. Tampering a banknote, that is preparation. Preparation to conduct. ଧରନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ କଲେଜରେ କଣ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ପାଠ ପଢୁଛନ୍ତି, ଦରମା ଦଉଛନ୍ତି, ମାସିକିଆ ଦରମା। ସେ ରସିଦଟା କଣ କଲେ, କମ୍ପ୍ୟୁଟର ଯୁଗ ନା, ତାକୁ ଆଣିକି କମ୍ପ୍ୟୁଟରରେ ପକେଇକି କଣ କରିଦେଲେ, ସେଇଭଳିଆ ଆଇଡେଣ୍ଟିକାଲ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ବାହାର କରିଦେଲେ। Can you commit an offense or not? ଆଜ୍ଞା, କୋଉ ପ୍ରକାର ଅଫେନ୍ସ କଲେ କହିବା। ଏଇଭଳିଆ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ନହେଲେ ମତେ ଭଲ ଲାଗିବନି। ଆଇପିସି ଏଇଗୁଡ଼ା ସବୁ ରହିବ। On the stage of preparation, ଆପଣ ଫର୍ଜରୀ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛନ୍ତି, ଯଦି ସେଇଟାକୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଘର ଭିତରେ ରଖିଛନ୍ତି କିଛି କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି, ପ୍ରିପାରେସନ ସ୍ମର ଅଫେନ୍ସ। ଯେତେବେଳେ ତାକୁ ନେଇକି ଦେଖେଇଲେ ଭାବନ୍ତି attempt to commit forgery. So likewise, ଯେତେବେଳେ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ନୋଟ ଟାକୁ ଆପଣ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ସେଇ ଭଳିଆ ପ୍ରକାର ଆଇଡେଣ୍ଟିକାଲ ଆପଣ କିଛି କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, that is preparation to commit is an offense, criminal offense. Right? Very good. Okay. So I mean to say, ଆଉ କେତେ ଡେଫିନେସନ ରହିଗଲା। আচ্ছা, এটি লেখা আছে। Blackstone, after critics, Stephen criticized the definition of the Blackstone. Blackstone again has defined in another way. A violation of public right and duty due to the whole community considered as a community. Slightly altered. A violation of public right and duties due to the whole community considered as a community. That is slightly altered. Earlier definition to slightly altered. Due to the whole community considered as a community. আমি স্টিফেন সে যে স্টিফেন যে কইতেলা সেটা তার ଥିଲା যে ভায়োলেশন অফ রাইটস না না এই যে পুনি নিউ definition Blackstone ray, it both the element, that is violation of both rights and duties. Instances of violation of duty amounts to crime are very much numerous. That is house breaking tools. ଘରକୁ ଭାଙ୍ଗିବା ପାଇଁ, ସିନ୍ଧି କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଯେକୌଣସି ଯନ୍ତ୍ରପାତି ଆପଣ ରଖିଛନ୍ତି, ହାଉସ୍ ବ୍ରେକିଂ ଟୁଲ୍ସ ବାଇ ନାଇଫ୍, possession of counterfeit coins, pocketରୁ ବାହାରିଲା counterfeit coins, ନୂଆ ନୋଟ, Undoubtedly, the idea incorporates the definition given by the Blackstone as well as learned author. Very important. So, crimes are breaches of those laws which can injure the community. Obviously, crimes are those laws which injure the community at large. Very good. And that where the community at large being suffered, this very idea was also incorporated in those days, that is Roman days. So therefore they called crime as delicata publica. Delicta publica. Delicta. CTA publica. Delicta, crime as a delicta publica, and criminal trials judicia publica. Publicia, publica. LICA. Hello. So, in that sense, only the public, I mean to say, public mischief or public violation of public rights are considered a crime. It's not very, even if nowadays, for example, negligent management affairs of the company, underline for negligent management affairs of a company, कौन negligent management करे? You know that ଏବେ ତ କୋଟି ଗୁଡାକ କମ ହେଇଛି ନାଇଁ नीरज मोदी सहारा बहुत स्कैम चल
सर मिसअप्रोप्रिएशन ऑफ फंड्स हैला सर मिसअप्रोप्रिएशन ऑफ फंड्स हैला कि शेयर
Yes,
रो
yes.
प्राइसेस संगरे टैम्परिंग करबा हैला.
I come to the point. Particularly, you cannot hard. एतिक कोटी टंकार चोरी ହେଇଛି ଜଣକ ଘରୁ ମାଡ଼ି ମାଡ଼ି 50 ଲକ୍ଷ 20 ଲକ୍ଷ 30 ଲକ୍ଷ 10 ଲକ୍ଷ 15 ଲକ୍ଷ କିନ୍ତୁ 1 ଲକ୍ଷ 1000 କୋଟି ଆରେ କୋଟି ଗୁଡା କମ ହେଇଛି ସେ ନେଇକି ପଢେଇ ଗଲା. That is mismanagement of the company. କାରଣ ସେଗୁଡାକ କ୍ରାଇମ ହବ ନା ନାହିଁ? Where the masses is being suffered. ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ପ୍ରଥମ ଯୋଉ ଡେଫିନେସନ ମୁଁ କହିଥିଲି E.H. ସୁଦରଲ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡ କ୍ରିମିନୋଲୋଜିକାଲ ଗୁରୁ, ତାକୁ ଗୁରୁ ବୋଲି ମୁଁ କାହିଁ କହିଛି, ତାର ଡେଫିନେସନ ହଉଛି ହ୍ୱାଇଟ୍ କୋଲାର କ୍ରାଇମ. He is the founder of white collar crime. That means crime committed by the upper strata of the society. ये जो आईपीसी जो क्राइम गुड़ाक करते कौन स्लम डवेलर्स. Kedigo, who is my professor, in his book, he has mentioned IPC is anti-poor. IPC is anti-poor. I mean to say, it's not pro-poor. That means the rich person can escape from the clutches of law by manipulating the matter. but the poor people, they cannot have. So in that sense, it is anti-poor, and on the other hand, a conduct may amount to crime, though instead of bringing evil to the community, it will bring some good to the community. For instance, constructing a stopping causeway. So, some jurists also defining crime as legal wrongs which violently offend the moral feelings. Moral feelings. Some jurists define crime as a legal wrong which violently offends our moral feelings. We know that law and morality does not go simultaneously together. What is law? Akankya? Hare Krishna.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Law ଯେତେବେଳେ ପଢି ସାରିଲୁଣି ମା, law ଟା କହିଲେ କଣ ବୁଝୁଛୁ? ଆଖି ବୁଝିଦବୁ. The problem which you have been asked by the others, ସେଥିରେ ତୋ ଭିତରେ, that means something in between within your conscience, ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆପଣ ବିବେକ ନା ନାହିଁ, ସେଇଟା ଯାହା କହୁଛି that is law. ତାହେଲେ ଆପଣ ହିସାବ କରନ୍ତୁ ଫଣ୍ଡାମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ରାଇଟ୍ସ ଆଉ DPSP. DPSP ରେ almost all the characters, it has overreachness. That's why collector is held responsible. किए लोक भूखा रही गला, कोटी रास्ता हैला नहीं, किए रास्ता कोड़े सोई गला, तापरे गाड़ी चढ़ी गला, collector is held responsible. ना नहीं? I mean to say, law जेतबले तुमको पचा हउची, तम भितरे that which conscience जोटा किए अच्छी विवेक बोली अच्छी, से जोटा कहूची, that is, and you can have हम देशरे जो tortoise liability, the development very slow growth, because we are very much concerned about our right conscious, not duty conscious. You won't imagine that in Western countries they are very much duty conscious, not right conscious. So that's why they are advanced in various spheres. So in that sense, we can say we are less advanced. I mean to say crime as a moral wrong, and the word crime is derived from the krimos, K-R-I-M-O-S, krimos. Krimos, K-R-I-M-O-S, Greek word, krimos. Krimos, K-R-I-M-O-S, krimos. Synonymous with Sanskrit term karma. Karma. ए बाबा, पर एक इस्तो. कौन karma? Karma कौन? कर्म तीन प्रकार, सुकर्म, जो कुकर्म, विकर्म, मुझे तीन प्रकार का मो फिलोसफी आरो हम कहली संस्कृत होउची, अरे संस्कृत जानी ना मोर संस्कृत हैला नहीं, तोर मा होउतला इबेटू इनकलकेट कर आकांक्षा संस्कृत होउची
ये सर स्कूल रे पढ़ी छी
अरे
स्कूल
नाई
रे
मां
पढ़ी छी
संस्कृत रो से जो नीति बाणी श्लोक
यस
रामायण हो से श्लोक दरकार मां in your answer script it has to be said even if you are go to the practice संस्कृत रे गोटे श्लोक कहि देले जज एमती आ काडी कोने संगे संगे ऑर्डर पास करतो संस्कृत इज रिच भाष तो कर्म कथा जो कर्म जो कहिची व्हाट इज आक्टस्रियस मत बुझा
Consequences of
नहीं consequences वो तो डेफिनेशन ऑफ क्राइम जे लॉ वालांकर केवल एक्सक्लूसिव डोमेन हुए से माने केवल कौन करिवे कहि पारिबे देयर आर अदर ब्रांचेस sociological approaches functional approaches religious approaches they can also speak about and kali padhiba so in that sense I mean to say jo actus katha kahuchi what is actus
Sir, it is a physical component of crime, sir.
your good name
Sir, Devotos Sarangi.
okay thank you that is physical performance.
Okay, sir. I told component, but you told performance. It's okay, sir.
ଟିକେ ଆଗକୁ ଆସିଲେ ମୋ କାମ କରିବ ବୋଲି ହେଲେ ଭଲ ଟିକେ ହବା ଏଇଟା ଟିକେ ଭାଇ ଧୀରେ କଲାଲୁ ହ୍ୟାଲୋ କଣ ହେଲା ଏଇଟା କଣ ହବ ଅନ୍ କରିଦଉନୁ ଅନ୍ତ ଅଛି
हाँ सर मु खाली सर सेती कहउथली जे सर आपण मो कंपोनेंट कहली सर आपण ये कहले सर
आज्ञा
सर मो कंपोनेंट सर yes sir actuous I told that it is a physical component of crime.
Oh yes, it is a physical component, I know that.
Yes sir.
But the thing is that Rona master को बाड़ेगा कौन है मु आज कौन महात्मा गांधी तो गुरु यही केला रोना मास्टर तो बाड़ेगा कौन सुना किमिति बाड़ेगा ठेंगारे बाड़ेगा ठेंगाटा जाई किनिया पड़ले चिंता तो कले प्रथम मेंटल चिंता कले तापर ठेंगा किनिया गले ठेंगाटा किनला बेले से पचारले ठेंगा कोन दरकार अछि ठेंगा धरि के रास्ता रे आसले सेठी भी केई पचार ना दे रास्ता रे क्लास को पछले अरे ठेंगा ना किनिया को जाइथले नै आसले आ कोन करिया को घर रे की काल नै जो हला एगुला सब फिजिकल मूवमेंट होना नहीं ताले मते कोंतु जेतबळे रोना मास्टर उंचैले थैरो से जगह लॉ प्रोवाइड कला इट इज ए फॉरबिडन कंडक्ट लॉ फॉरबिडन कंडक्ट माने फिजिकल एक्ट है जो कि फॉरबिडन दैट पार्ट कराई की सेगुडा एक्ट स्पेस नुए जोटा फॉरबिडन फिजिकल कंडक्ट दैट अमाउंट्स टू एक्ट
sir conduct of result
yes hello
actus real the conduct of result
हाँ वो सही कहता हूँ कहूची जोटा फॉरबिडन कंडक्ट जणो को ठेंगारे पिटिबाटा उचैले तबले अटेम्प्ट कले सेटा दिस फॉरबिडन कंडक्ट रिजल्ट ऑफ द फॉरबिडन मते रेप आउट टच भीतर कोन फरक तो देह को आई डोंट हैव एक्सेस even every human being enjoys three fundamental rights your body state and mind तो देह को छुई दे और रेप करे के फरक नहीं if I touch the body अपन केबे छोटो छुआटे देखछन ओटा स्त्री लोग छुआटे का खींच अपन केबे तक छुई छन से हाथ को से You have no, not at all. किसी का उसको रिलेशन नहीं थी नहीं नहीं पे तो नहीं सातरा बाजी फट गिनता अपन मार्क करो सेल्फी जब तक अपन पिंक पर देख लेंगे दिस पिक्चर ये पिक्चर का नो मीन्स नो नो मीन्स नो अर्थात ट्रेसपास टू द बॉडी so my point is ये जो कर्मटा always मन रखो तो physical conduct that means prohibited physical conduct which has been prohibited जब पूरा तुम रास्ता रे जाऊती बाड़ी केनिया पाई सेटा conduct सेफ्टी कैसे दरकार है जो prohibited conduct say by the act of serious plus mention is amounts to crime so my point is Raffalo Garofalo Raffele Garofalo another Garofalo F-E-L-L-O Raffaele Garofalo eminent criminologist I mean to say right, those acts that go against social order or worthy serious condemnation. Crime is applied to those acts that go against the social order and worthy serious condemnation. CONDEMNATION. Serious condemnation. That means Raffaele Garofalo says in terms of immoral and antisocial acts, emphasis upon the moral wrongs. Moral wrongs कौन? Moral wrongs never considered as a crime. You are a good swimmer. Hello? अपन छिड़ाई करती अपन आखी अगर देखिए ले जोने लोगों बुरी को मर have you committed any wrong? So you have not committed any wrong. But you are a good swimmer. अपन चाहिए तक बचे नहीं करना. You have committed a moral wrong. That is moral wrong. So, no doubt, murder, arson, theft, kidnapping, rape has been regarded as crimes. But there are other acts, though they may be derogate. For example, ingratitude, ingratitude, hard-heartedness, careless disregard, considered carelessness for the suffering of others. अपन जने लोग कोई इनकी जो suffering देखुचंती, अपन किसी कोरोना आती, have never considered as a crime. For those because of their काहे की consider कराई थी? Triviality, trifles, triviality, trifles, TRIFLES, 95 IPC, trifles. एगुड़ा को ये जो कहली ingratitude, callousness, they are not considered as a crime. These are all related with moral wrongs. So in that sense, criminal law, as I have told you earlier, regulates the human conduct. First definition. So therefore, criminal law as a means to correct human behavior. Ekamo kornapo. So therefore, there are many acts which are prohibited not because of their immoral nature, but due to the social expediency. For example, traffic violations, your custom violations, even license and taxing the statutes, even harmless crime, vagrancy, loitering, itasta kahi boluchanti with the aimless vendor. Or you can say pocketry କିଛି prohibited म्हणजे କିଛି ଏତେ ରଖିଛନ୍ତି ban, that is. So next class ଆମେ ପଢିବା crime as a conventional wrong ଆଉ ଅନ୍ୟ definition କରିକି ହେଲା।